I got issues. Yeah, bitch, I got issues. W, Vogue, Cosmo, I got issues.
Hello, and welcome to I Got Problems podcast.
What's good, y'all? Tyler.
This is our guest of honor today. His name is Ty, but he'll give a slight introduction later. So, yes, thank you. And if you haven't reviewed us yet, make sure you take a second. It costs you nothing. Just when you're done listening to it.
Share,
right.
Follow, subscribe.
Click the link.
All
of that. Just click on it and give it 5 stars, 4 stars, whatever. Just give us a remark that we can either constructive criticism or positive just criticism.
But 3 stars are up.
Yeah. I prefer 5 stars.
Definitely 5. Definitely 5.
Yes, like you said.
Right. So take your time. It's okay, but just find some time to do that because the more you review us, the more people find us and the more they listen and the more we put our name out there. So we're just trying to get from that new, category to like mid-level category and we need your help. So that being said, our guest of honor, let me introduce Annabelle again because Annabelle is our new host of the Forever, I guess. And she's here to help our other host, Doyen, pick up some, episodes and whatever. And we've already explained the situation in the previous episode. If you haven't heard it, just go back. And, Annabelle, you this is the first time you're probably going to have seen her face.
Nice to finally meet you guys.
Yep.
Like I said before, I'm so glad to finally be here and be on the podcast. I'm a little upset that I was second choice.
She wasn't, though. She wasn't. I was just, closer with Doyen during the production. And she just happens to be there. And I was like, you want to help?
That sounds good. That sounds good.
I just like giving Sandra trouble. Don't mind me.
Oh, well, yes. I was like, look, I wasn't really thinking hard. I was not thinking so hard about this. I was just like, a podcast.
This is just banter. Don't even.
So, yes, if you heard the previous episode, you see how she was attacking me as well. So, guys.
Attacking? Is that what you call it?
Yes, it was an attack.
I like to call it difference of opinions,
There's
but
proof
either way,
of the attack. So please make sure you comment on our IG to support me and, help because obviously this is a very tough zone.
And follow me at Miss Judy 1028. Thank you.
But anyway, our new guest of today, the honor, he's going to be reoccurring as well. Special guest. He really wants to come back. He's like our biggest fan. Okay?
I mean, I love what y'all doing here. Honestly, I think
thank you.
We need voices like you two. I think we need y'all to speak up on these issues and raise awareness.
Thank you.
I love how you do it.
We try.
Yes.
So his name is Ty. So just give them like a 30-second intro of who you are before we jump into the episode.
Man, listen, I'm Ty. I'm just a regular nigga from down the street. I be
That's
chilling. Real. Nothing special, no special background or credentials to be here. Just want to bring my perspective and my opinion. That's
talk
it.
Your shit.
That's it. Follow me at King _Taiwo.
We'll put his social media in the description if you really care. And guys, he's single as well, right? So he's
single and searching.
Yeah, ready to mingle. So if you're interested,
she even knows she found him on Tinder.
Oh my God!
That's what we doing. Yo, I'm done.
I mean, we can cut this part out or whatever.
I mean, it makes for fun
cool,
play.
It's cool. Nah, but
it's not anything to hide.
We definitely did meet on Tinder, but
we did.
Our friendship came out of it, and we've been kicking.
And this is why
Tinder is also for friends. Don't get it twisted, okay?
You guys need to go listen to the episode.
Tinder.
I'm
gonna make that an ad.
First of all, Tinder is not sponsoring us, so we are not sponsoring Tinder. Just to make that clear.
I mean, unless you want to pay me on the low, that's cool.
Yeah, that's fine. You can send us a message, email, all that stuff. IG, I Got Problems Pod. Thanks. But outside of that, we did have an episode about online dating where me and Doyen didn't really see eye to eye about online dating. I was like, look, you can see a lot of really great people online. I was like, I made lots of great friends through online dating, and I didn't necessarily marry them, date them, propose, whatever, but we're still friends.
I mean, I don't
and she's just like,
to propose.
Yeah, but it didn't go any further than just friendship. And some people just be like, I can't get anything from you. F the friendship. Like, I don't need you. I don't need any more friends.
No, that's a fact.
Exactly. So it's like, it's possible. So this is proof, guys. I was really being honest when I said it was possible because this is a friend I met off Tinder. And we started off, dating, and then it was like, oh, bye.
Aren't you glad I mentioned that?
I mean, I guess. But anyway.
I'm glad, but cool.
My bad. You get over it. You be all right.
I mean.
I didn't expect all that. But yeah, so guys, the problem topic of today. Okay, so I just need you guys to understand. this situation has got, it's kind of closely related to feminism, but not really, but it is sort of, because it affects women more than men. So really the topic today is menage a trois or threesomes and slut shaming. Why does it happen to women more often than men? We know slut shaming for sure happens to women more than men. You cannot argue with me otherwise. In fact, when a man is more sexual and just has more of a sexual experience or history, it's almost glorified. Kind of like, you're like a big man, you're a strong man, you can get women. You know, it makes you look good. But if a woman does it, it's like, you're a slut. How could you share your body with somebody? 10 bodies? How dare you? You do not deserve to have a happy life, marriage, or family.
Yes.
Wait. That's a perspective issue. Let's just get that out the way.
Perspective.
Not everyone feels that if you have over 5 bodies, that's a bad thing.
No, it's not. But I literally, Black Twitter and regular Twitter.
But when you hit double digits.
Double.
Yeah,
but what's the problem with hitting double digits at all? Because if a man hits 100 bodies, his niggas probably gonna be like, you got 100 bodies. But they're not gonna look. They're not gonna look at him like he's wrong for it. They're not gonna shame him as much as they will shame a woman. If a woman hits 100 bodies, they're like, you whore. How dare you?
Right.
Like, almost like you should have been a virgin. If you weren't a virgin, in fact, when you have more than
the
5 bodies, right? It's like, it's so frustrating. So anyway,
is that dichotomy real though? I think
absolutely.
that's just no. Wait. Let me just put this out there. I think that's a concept that society made or manufactured. I don't think there's any real substance to it. I think once we look at it for what it is, there's no substance there. There
is no substance, but why do people keep putting energy and effort into making women look like they're the bad party?
I mean, I don't know who's doing that. I don't even.
Everyone, society.
Wait, let me finish. All I'm saying is I don't know who's doing that. I don't know who's putting energy into it. And
men.
But wait. Do women not or reinforce that idea?
No, we don't. There's literally
there are some women who do though.
There are.
Let's be honest.
I call them the pick-me's.
They're
the ones who are like, if you want a man to respect you, why you don't respect yourself? Well, what about the men that aren't respecting themselves? But expect, like, come on. Why aren't you putting all that energy? Exactly. It's like, just say you want to protect and keep your body for God and go. Right. That's okay. Not everybody wants to do that. Exactly. So it's like, why are you making other women feel bad for being sexually active or open or whatever? And I bring in the threesomes because there's a different definition when there's a threesome involved with women than a threesome involved with men.
Absolutely.
It's almost like there's this homophobia, like thin line that makes people kind of gravitate towards one end more than the other.
Like, I don't want to see in the
and one is more acceptable. Have you
never been in a locker room?
They don't count that. Or the shower or after a game, smacking their butts in football and all that stuff. Y'all don't think about that. It's just the game. It's the game. So there's no problem, right?
Wait.
Yes.
Play like that. I mean, it is what it is.
Oh, it is what it is.
I mean, men play like that. It is what it is.
Okay.
You know
you're not defending your gender.
He's not doing
No. Listen, I mean, I don't think there's anything to defend there. You know what I mean?
It's okay. I'll bring up the facts. Just relax. Let me finish this whole thing.
Go ahead.
So what I was trying to explain in this whole menage a trois and slut shaming thing is, why is female to female sexual encounters more glorified and fetishized more than male to male ones? And even though everybody screams for equality and freedom to live and be sexual, but somehow people always, even some women, they always pick if I want to have a threesome, I'd rather have it with women than men. And it's okay. It's your preference.
I don't know about you.
But a lot of men, the thing is, as a woman, if my husband or whatever wants to have a threesome and we're like, cool. If he says, I want with 2 men, I'm like, okay, I want one with 2 men.
Period.
We gonna
equality.
Have equality.
You said what?
What are you talking about?
You said, well, I didn't hear what you said. You said,
no, it's okay.
No, you definitely heard.
No, I didn't. I was confused.
Point number 2. Anyway, why is it hard for men to accept equality in the bedroom when it comes to sharing partners? And why do women tend to have the shorter end of the stick when threesomes/trains come into play, while the man gets pleasured by various women and it's highly fetishized? Is it homophobia or just heterosexual norms in play? Number 3, why is it seen as a train when a heterosexual woman has sex with 2 men instead of a threesome? But when a heterosexual man has sex with 2 or more women, it's seen as something fun, adventurous, and usually not a train. Because technically, you are getting a train ran on you if there's more than you in the room. If you are one and there's 2 to 3 more, in fact, no, there's 3 or more people, and you're the one that they're taking turns with, you are having the train ran on you. But if it's a guy and he has 2 girls, he calls it a threesome.
Yeah.
If it's a girl and she has more than 2 men or 2 men, it's not usually called a threesome. It's almost like it's degraded, more like it's a bad sexual activity. How could you let 2 men inside of you? But it's like, how could you and him go into her? Like, both of you are sharing the same hole and you're complaining about 2 men sharing my hole? Like, what?
Where are these things complained about? Like,
everywhere. Where do you live?
If you, I'm not a guy, but I'm sure if you hear what you call locker room talk, or even just have guys who are F-boys. Like, that's the kind of common conversations that they have.
Like, you
might not.
Hey, listen.
You might have a different breed of friends and consider yourself blessed, okay?
Okay, now, if we ask you right now, what would you prefer?
Something that
a threesome with
secret.
2 girls or a threesome with 1 girl and you with another guy?
2 girls.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
Why do you prefer that, though? What is wrong with the other guy being in the room as long as you're having sex with the woman?
Right.
No.
She got 3 holes. You got 1 dick.
Exactly.
We got plenty.
Let me explain. Let me give you my personal opinion on that.
Okay.
I love the variety. I want to be able to sit there and go from you to you and back to you. You know what I'm saying? It is what
and
it is.
that's a fetish a lot of men have.
You
They
know?
want 2 women.
And I can get that. Like,
I have no
honesty.
desire.
I respect that.
Like, let me explain the thing about men. Like, when you get 2 men in the room and there's already testosterone, that it becomes competitive by nature. Mm-hmm. So I'm not about to compete with a nigga. What
about women who compete on a regular
What
day?
is the competition for? I'm trying to.
Who's got the biggest dick?
Just happens.
Who can make her come
exactly.
more?
That's.
Oh wow.
That's
really
real life. It becomes that. Because let me tell you the truth of the matter. I'm not looking down at this nigga like.
Right, you're not trying to see.
I'm not doing.
You might catch
like,
a glance.
That's all I'm doing. Like, I'm not. And let me tell you something. If I see something else, I'm like, well, I need to see it.
So do you think that's more homophobia or just like what is that?
Like, I'm not trying to see my homeboy dick. Like, that's what it is. That's all it is. I'm not walking around with that mental image.
So then why do you prefer 2 women and you somehow expect the other woman to be fine with seeing another girl's vagina? Why is that okay for you?
Good question.
Listen, I don't know. I'm not going to sit there and pretend to understand what goes on in the female mind or how she perceives another woman's vagina. I've never even took the time to think about something like that. But if you don't voice your opinion and tell me it's an issue, I'm not going to.
But when women do, men are like,
but
well, we're not having a threesome then.
When do they?
Literally, there are women who will be like, I want to have a threesome, but I want to have it with 2 men. The nigga she's with is going to be like, not with me.
No girl has ever told me that. No girl I
do you know the fantasies women have?
Then y'all not speaking up about it. I haven't heard these things.
It's okay.
You had one podcast that was out there. I forget.
Was it Horrible Decisions or something? Yes. They were talking about the sex? Yeah. So Horrible Decisions is a podcast about sex and whatever. Mm-hmm. I do recommend it. You guys go listen to it. If you're like really trying to open up about sex, they are very blunt and open and they break down a lot of sexual activities that some people don't even know half the meaning. And it also interviews sexual specialists or whatever.
It's not for the faint of heart.
It's not. They talk about some stuff where I'm listening and I'm like, oh my God, no. What kind of, who does this? But it's like, it's real.
You talking about a dude taking a shit at the end of her bed?
Yo, are we talking about the Odell Beckham joint? Because they just said.
What? Oh, he was doing some crazy shit?
Yo, they said Chief Keef baby mother he flew out to smash or whatever, and Shorty was like, he asked me to
poop on him.
Yeah, I was like
well, we talk about that on our fetish episode, guys. We talk about that. It's called scat play or poo play. And we also discussed how people fly to Dubai to get shat on.
Oh yeah,
and they got paid real money.
No, there's like a prince that I've seen like actual text message conversations. These things are like on YouTube where a girl went through her DMs from apparently Dubai prince
my mind is
who was like, let me offer you 10 grand so you can fly out here and shit on me.
And especially Nigerian women, I hate to say it.
No, hell no.
Promise
hell no.
Hey, 10 grand is 10 grand.
Why do you think they banned single Nigerian women?
10 grand is 10 grand. I don't have to do anything. If I have to do something I already naturally do on a daily basis,
and it's gotten so bad. It's gotten so bad that they banned Nigerian women from flying to Dubai single. If you're coming to Dubai as a single woman, they don't let you in. I don't know if the laws changed, but it was that bad because women. But the thing is, y'all should be talking shit about your men trying to shit on women. Why are you?
Threesomes?
Huh?
I said threesomes.
Well,
we were back to back on topic.
We trailing off.
Okay. Fine. Okay, so we trailed off, guys. We have but once again, go check our fetish episode. I don't know what episode number that is, but we talk about all this. We talk about the poo play, and we talk about some funny shit. So if you really care about fetishes, go listen to it.
Funny shit.
Really, like literally some funny shit.
You funny as shit for that.
I can't. Okay, so let's state the fact. I'll let you state the second fact on slut shaming, but let me talk about this first fact. Okay, so let's define the three different things I want to break down today, which is a threesome, or menage a trois, an orgy, and a train. I want you guys to know the difference between a threesome, an orgy, and a train. So that you as a man and a woman, when you see these things happen or it's brought up, you don't shame someone else because you have this ignorant idea in your head of what it is. Because now you're about to hear what it really is. Yeah. And it's very confusing because they're like so close together, you get confused. But here's number one. A threesome Or a menage a trois refers to group sex between 3 people of any combination of sex or gender. It could be literally 3 guys, 3 women, 2, 1, 1, 2. Like it's whatever. But it has to be 3 because that's where the threesome comes from. All 3 may be single, or the situation might involve a couple inviting another man or woman into their bedroom. Yep. When a heterosexual couple is looking for a so-called unicorn, they are looking for a single woman or man willing to join the couple. And some couples do extend the invitation to men, but it's less common, which is obviously what we're talking about now, where the invitation for 2 men and 1 woman in a bedroom is less seen than 2 women and a man in the bedroom. And we're trying to explain, is it slut shaming, societal norms, standards, double standards? Like, what is it? Then the second definition is a sex train. This is where you hear, oh, she got a train ran on her, or, I got a train ran on me, or I wasn't involved in a train.
You see this in like gang initiations and
stuff
like that.
Yep, and colleges, because they do that shit often, especially for fraternities and sororities. It's actually popular. Yep. So a sex train is one person having sex with a group of people at the same time. Usually one person is being the focus of the group and others are taking turns. So this term can be used for consensual or non-consensual sex because it also has to do with people getting raped. If you have one woman who's being raped by multiple guys, then that's a train, but it was a non-consensual train. If it's a woman that's like, I want to be in a train today, and she goes and meets 5 different men, that's a train. She chose to be in the train. It was consensual, and she got, back to back to back with multiple different men. And she's the one gender in there, and the other people, and it could also be, 1 guy and 6 girls as well. Like it could be either or. The last one is an orgy. So a sex train is very different from an orgy. This is where people get confused because a threesome is easy. It's like 3 people. But a sex train, and an orgy, you're thinking, well, what's the difference? A sex train is a group of people. An orgy is a group of people. Why does it matter? Well, obviously the sex train is one gender and multiple people taking turns. It could be either or. It could be whichever gender you want to be, but it's usually the opposite gender taking turns all at once, or just you and a group of people all taking turns with that one person. So it's not like a mix and match. Orgy, the orgy is more like the mix and match. The orgy is a group sex activity with more than 5 people.
Mix and match?
Yes, you can mix and match couples,
Okay.
And the orgy is a group sex with more than 5 people and many people engaging in a sexual activity at the same time. So it's not one by one by one.
70s or earlier, swingers.
Yeah, swingers. Yeah. So you all go to a swingers party. There's actually one in Baltimore. It's called Taboo.
Oh, really?
Yes.
I've heard about that one.
So many questions.
I thought it was in DC.
I know they got.
There's one in DC too.
I know they have one in DC. A couple.
Yeah, they have a couple.
There's a whole masquerade ball thing
they
do every now and then.
I haven't been to the one in DC, but I want to find out about that one. But the sex train is different from the orgy because the orgy is a group of people, and just like swingers, you all go to a party and then you all switch couples, but it's everybody doing stuff at the same time. It's not just everything happening to one person. It's a group of people doing stuff at the same time. So a threesome is sex with 3 people. And that's usually the more common fantasy, which is why that's the topic of today. Because a lot of people, when we talk about trains, a lot of people tend to not want to talk about trains because they see it more like not like a bad thing, but they see it as more like, it's more on the verge of slut shaming for men and women. It's like, why would you want to...
Wait, trains?
Yeah, trains. Like when you have a train ran on you, they see the person who got the train ran on as they're slut shaming that person, male or female.
Do men have trains ran on them?
Yes. What do you mean?
Yeah, but they don't consider
They don't call... Exactly. So when you have a man with 5 women, they call it, I'm just pleasuring 5 women. They call it like an... This is literally why we're here today. Oh my God!
I've never rationalized it.
Oh
like that.
My goodness, guys! In case you didn't hear what he just said, he just said when there's 6 women in a room, and 6 women are taking turns with 1 man, he just says it's not a train because it's a man. So wait.
I asked the question, is that...
He didn't know.
Yes.
I didn't realize.
That's why we're here today. She
just went over the definition.
Yeah.
I just broke down all the definition and he was like, but it's not a train though. Because he's a man. So to him, it's, I am pleasuring all these women with my amazing dick.
I'm being blessed. No. I'm being blessed. No. That's a blessing.
Oh my God.
That's a blessing.
Okay, so now it's not a train that's being ran on him. It's a blessing. Guys. Please, it's a blessing. We're calling trains blessings now.
Wait, you're representing a gender very well.
Wait. I'm learning today. This is
anyway, I have a question for you. I have a question for you.
Yes, it
is.
If
a woman had any of the above description, if she had a threesome, a train, an orgy, and she told you, maybe she had multiple or whatever, would you be hesitant to date her or have sexual relations with her?
No.
Would you lead that sexual relationship to something serious?
Like how serious?
Like marriage.
Yes.
The most serious that you consider.
I mean, wait. I just need a criteria. Now I got one. Thank you.
Okay.
And I don't know. I gotta see if we have that connection.
You were quick to say you would have sex with her. Now you gotta consider marriage.
Wait. You asked me a question. I'm giving you an answer. Like marriage for me, marriage isn't a joke. That's not something I play with.
Okay.
I'm giving all of myself to that person.
But having sex with some girl who had a train and all that.
And but see, I don't just jump into sex either. Like sex is consensual for me. It's me and another person.
I hope it's consensual.
Agreeing to be with each other in that way. You know what I mean? It's a very.
So you're saying
it's more than casual. Yeah, you just don't stick your dick in anything.
What would stop you from her being serious with her if you found that she had that history?
No, nothing. Like as long as she doesn't have an STD or AIDS or anything like that, you know what I mean? Because
but
as a woman, you're valuable.
Really
as a woman, you're valuable.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? And if I'm as a man, I don't see your value. What's the purpose of me being in your life?
And I think a lot of women also get broken down. If you keep going through relationships and that keeps happening to you, you eventually start to think something's wrong with you. You think you're the damaged goods. And that's the problem with what we're trying to discuss today is, as a woman, if you're going to be sexual and just enjoy your sexual activities and your sexual life, you shouldn't be slut shamed or made to feel bad because of it. Absolutely. Men who have threesomes and it's a cool thing. Women have threesomes and it's like you're letting these guys take over. And the thing is, a lot of women want to have if a woman has a threesome with two men, people consider that a train. Mm-hmm. And I think that's insane how a woman can be in the same exact situation as a man and there's a double standard. How is it a train when we just defined what a train was and you thought it was a blessing? Like, you know what I mean? Like,
no, because look, the thing you don't understand about men is well, I don't know about all men. Let me not speak for all men, but a lot of men are taught to sit there and glorify sex and try to have as much of it as you can, and they validate you as a human being.
Mm-hmm. Right. That's the problem.
So the more sex you have, the bigger man you are.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
And that's why we're saying it's a double standard, because the woman is the complete opposite.
The better you are with your dick or whatever, like the more that you a king. You know what I'm saying? If you put in that work, you slay shorty, whatever, and she go around telling all her friends you to go. Hey, more power to you. You know what I'm
saying? So is that like the focal point of you having sex then?
Who, with me? Yeah. Not me. Listen, I mean, I try to do my job, you know? But that's what it is in a lot of cases.
Okay, well, slut shaming.
Go ahead.
If you're a heterosexual girl, so this is the second fact of slut shaming. So if you're a heterosexual girl or a young woman, you are damned if you don't, and damned if you.
Ooh. And that. It's okay. Happens to the best of us.
Okay, so here's the second fact. So slut shaming. Okay. This fact is about slut shaming. If you are a heterosexual girl or young woman, you are damned if you do and damned if you don't. If you refrain from any expressions of sexiness, you may be written off as irrelevant and unfeminine. But if you follow the guidelines, you run the risk of being judged, shamed, and policed. If you have orgies and threesomes and are in tune with your sexuality, you are seen as a hoe, too many bodies, or even dirty and not worthy of marriage. But a man can have various sexual partners and participate in a train and still get the best pick to bring home to mom. Now, my question for you is, how do you feel about how women are judged harshly based on their sexuality or their choices to engage in multiple sexual?
How do I feel about it?
Yeah. Do you join in the judgment or are you like against it?
Damn, way to put him on the spot.
And that's sheesh. I'm not gonna sit here and pretend like I'm perfect or I'm like this progressive man or whatever.
Because I know you have an idea what you're bring home to mom.
Be real.
Too.
That's why we have you here.
You know what you're willing to bring home to mom and what you're not.
I mean, let me tell you something. It's women I will definitely run around with. And they will never step for the mouth. I'm gonna keep it a fact.
Wow.
I'm not gonna lie.
Ladies,
it's real. It's real.
Especially y'all pick me. Thinking you can be pick me and still get picked.
But that's part of the problem. Like, I was just telling someone the other night, like, look, you know what the problem is? You want to be mine, but I don't want you to be mine. You know what I mean? You want to be my possession, but I don't want to be yours. And me recognizing I don't want to be yours, that means I'll never claim you.
I mean, you were honest. So
I'll run around getting your guts all day, but I will never put a ring on that joint. I will never.
And that's what a lot of men will say that to women, and they'll still be trying to convince him otherwise.
Yo, no, this girl told me. She said, I know it's okay. One day you'll fall in love with me. And
I could never.
Like, and I was like, true. Like,
I would rather eat a jean jacket.
Yo. I'd rather vacuum the ocean.
I would eat a soggy jean jacket before I tell a guy. Listen, mop the beach before I tell a guy one day you fall in love with me. Before,
can you imagine?
No, but wait, let's be honest. How many women have been programmed to think that way since they were little kids?
That they have, like, men are projects. There are a lot of women who think men are projects. Like, they can't be happy with a man if he's not a project to work
but
on.
not the prize. I've made the mistake of thinking men are projects, but definitely not the prize.
That's true.
Well, listen, I'm not trying to like.
But it's easy for men to know what the prize is. That's the problem. Men will look and be like, "That's the prize. That's what I'm going for." And you know, because they put the effort in, they'll do everything they need to do.
Okay, so I think the solution here is that women should just be as picky.
But you gotta know how to be picky, because let me.
That's a good question.
No, this is the thing. Go ahead. Let's call a spade a spade. Men are logical, women are emotional, and that's just how we're wired. Mm-hmm. Like, if you're against that, fine. But we're gonna look at you and pick apart what we like and what we don't like. All right, fat ass, cool. She got some big titties.
Yeah,
they jive soggy. They jive soggy, but I can work with that. That's a cup.
He say soggy.
That's a handful.
He said that
to me. Yeah.
He said they're a little soggy, but I can work with that. Oh my god, what does that even mean?
She still got her baby head. All right, that's cool. You know what? My daughter gonna have baby head, and her edge is still in line. All right, cool.
Y'all been thinking about that shit? Y'all really think about this shit?
That's
crazy.
I'm just keeping it 100 with you.
Wow.
I'm telling you, from top to bottom.
Then women, y'all say, man, I don't know.
I think automatically we think
it looks first, then I try to talk to you, get to know your personality,
he's okay.
Then I make the decision.
He's tall. Okay, let me see how he looks. Oh, he's fine. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Clothes.
Well, he's okay dressed.
Then it's like, oh, he got a table at the VIP, so like he got money.
His breath don't smell. Is that his BMW?
Oh, he's taking me out, opening the door. He's a gentleman.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like we notice more stuff than you. Let's be honest.
I won't say more. But okay, without sounding like a crazy person, I also think, like, if this were to get serious, what would my children look like? Because listen. You gotta think, like, if the dude is balding, if his teeth are messed up, you know what I mean? Like, you just don't. I don't want to entertain that.
So you would not pick the guy simply because he was balding or had bad teeth or stuff like that?
Yes. You gotta look I wouldn't say I would pick a guy. You never know. You don't want your child coming out looking like...
I mean, for me, it's not even me thinking about the future of my children. I'm just thinking about, am I attracted to you in that instant immediately? Yes. So if you have bad teeth and I don't like bad teeth, it's not gonna work. If you have bad hair, I don't like bad hair, it's not gonna work. I'm not thinking about...
It's both at the same time.
Right. Like, in the future, you start to... I feel like I only start to think about that as I get serious.
Hold on, wait. Y'all do this from the first day. Nah.
I mean...
No, this girl schooled me.
I do.
This girl told me from the first day, she's like that. I looked at you and I was like, okay, you look like you would make decent babies. And I was like, well,
I wouldn't say it on
the first
day. She didn't tell me. She didn't tell me on the first day. She told me well into like no wonder. And I was like, damn.
Were y'all together?
We were dating at the time.
Okay, so what's the problem?
No, it wasn't a problem. But
well, he's shocked that she had that feeling.
I didn't even know she was thinking about that. At
okay.
The time. And I remember like when she told me that, I was like,
definitely not babies.
Let me go ahead and chill. You know what I'm saying? Because she was like.
You're casually dating, not like serious exclusive.
I mean, it was getting serious. You know what I'm saying?
That's crazy. Then, I mean, there are women who do think that. That's the thing we were talking about, Dwayne, and how it was like dating your friend's ex. We had an episode about, is it okay to date your friend's ex? Yeah, and she was like, she's not with it because she's like, in the first instances, like she could have fallen in love within a month. You know, she could have not fallen in love within a month. She could have seen that guy and immediately seen a future with him within the first date. And I'm like, girl, what are you talking about? Like, I can't relate. I don't even know if I really like you until 3 months in. Like, right. I think I take everything step by step. I don't think about the marriage until 3 years in. I don't
think it should be really a time frame. It's more so how much time you get to spend together.
Right, you can fall in love overnight. And that's fine.
Vibe, is the chemistry there?
But like I'm not gonna make assumptions on something that may or may not happen. That's like me setting myself up or like expecting something that may not be the case. Have either of you ever had a threesome? And how did it play out?
No. But I think I might. Nah, I'm not open.
Wait, you're playing on it?
I don't know. I used to be like, yeah, I might be open to it, but now I'm like getting older. I'm
like, why? Wait, would you do it in marriage though? If you got married and your husband
went to... For me, like the marriage bed, sacred. Oh, okay. That's it for me. I wouldn't take it. Thank you.
There you go.
I wouldn't take it.
So you wouldn't do a threesome in marriage either?
Hell no. Let me say, I'm not. I told you from the jump, I'm not about to sit there and like compete with another man. And let me say, I'm not about to let my woman see me lust after another woman.
But if you wanted to go to a threesome and your woman was like, I want another woman, would you be more okay with that?
She's not my wife. Yeah, that's cool.
But you just would not do a threesome with your wife at all.
But you just pounded me when I said the marriage bed is sacred, so I'm really confused.
Huh? I just said I wouldn't.
No, he wouldn't.
No.
Oh, okay.
Because imagine how can I face my wife after just like, let's say I gave my wife the regular, like, what we do on the regular. I see another one. You know what I'm saying? Like, how you gonna look at me?
Nah.
But
I mean, it is what
but I have had threesomes, and
how was it?
I mean,
tell us.
It was cool. It was cool.
It was cool. That's it.
Cool. I can't look at the camera. It was cool. It was cool.
If they're listening to you right now,
I mean, no, they can't find me.
How many threesomes have you had?
Wow.
Well, what time is it?
How many threesomes have you had?
No, wait. I'm reformed for audio. That was in the past. You know, I've matured. I don't know if you can tell.
Okay, but then you shouldn't have a problem.
I feel like college is that time, or even like your early 20s is that time to get that.
You've had more than one? Multiple?
Just two.
Two threesomes?
Just two.
Okay, that's not bad.
That's I feel like normal.
I feel like, to me personally, I feel like that's such a low number, but I think it's good like that. Because I know niggas that's out here.
Right. Yeah, community dick, like I said.
Whoa.
No, for real.
What is community dick?
Literally,
it's not communal. It's not communal.
Yeah, it's literally being in the community
and
offering dick to whoever looks at you. Mm-hmm. Every single person in the community knows about your dick. That's community dick.
If we have the same group of friends,
but you know what's weird?
You screwed three
girls
people
like
in
community
that
dick.
Friends. You have
girls like community dick. Let me tell you, I know that for
the messy toxic
girls. It's good. I mean, it's a reason why it's community dick.
Yeah, exactly.
You know?
Like, if Sarah says that nigga George got that word, Brittany gonna go. Let me go find out.
Not always, because I mean we have different vaginas.
If you have friends,
vaginas are more intricate than.
If I'm telling my friend that George has the work, and then my friend goes right to George and takes the work, that's a fucked up friend.
Wait, depends. Are y'all casual? Are y'all dating? Are y'all serious?
And that's
it depends.
And the thing is, of course, that would be. But if you were friends with benefits, I feel like I don't know. I feel like if I'm sleeping with somebody at this moment, you shouldn't just be going right after me and sleeping with. And not saying like we're done being friends with benefits, but like in the moment, we are still friends with benefits, and like. Last weekend, you slept with him just because I told you he had some good dick. Like, damn, that's messy.
I don't know. I feel like friends with benefit, y'all just friends. Like
that's true, but it's like
you know.
I mean, at this point, we might as well have.
Each other.
That's the thing. At that point, we might as well have a threesome. We might as well have a threesome friends with benefit situation.
So then why be upset?
Because I feel like why be switching back and forth?
Yeah.
Like, I think I'd be more upset with him just not telling me in that moment. I'm like, you fucking my friend. Like, that's
dead. That's a.
Yeah, I mean, as long as you're open about it, I feel like it's cool.
That's a flag on the play.
Right.
Like if Shorty told me she smashed the homie, hey. You belong to the streets.
It?
Oh my god, that's what I'm saying.
Wow,
that's we have episodes for this. Can you date your friend's ex? Because we talk about.
Oh no.
Okay. So
go ahead.
Okay, so
go ahead.
Here's our last few minutes. We are going to list the resources and your mental health tip of the week by Annabelle. So number one resource: how to support Black Lives Matter. We have a link for that. It's very easy. Just check it out. You don't have to think about it. Just click in the link, description box.
That's a must.
Thank you. Okay, so number two. Can you please, like, this guest of ours...
You're trying to leave, but you're prolonging it. Like
exactly. Pick a side. Okay. So...
I'm excited.
No, you're not. You're eager to leave.
No.
Get out of here. So number two, resources. Like therapy resources. Your primary care physician is number one. IG has BetterHelp on there, or BetterHelp has an IG. Okay, I don't know. But anyway, just go on BetterHelp. You can go on BetterHelp.com or at BetterHelp on IG. You get a 1 month free trial with our link. So make sure if you go on their website, you get a 1 week trial. If you click on our link, you get a 1 month trial. It's like a special going on, I guess.
Therapy will save your life, y'all.
Exactly. It's very important. And it's BetterHelp because you get to do it at home, so you don't have to see in person. So it's like you get BetterHelp from your own bedroom. So do it. It's free.
And text too.
Exactly. It's free for 1 month, y'all. It couldn't really hurt. Get some help. Stop dealing with that trauma. Employee assistance programs and therapyforblackgirls.com. That's a whole thing. It's literally therapyforblackgirls.com. The next thing is Cosmopolitan. That's where we got our source from. We have a link for that if you want to learn more about threesomes and the definition. There's a difference between threesome and orgy and a train. We have a website for that as well. And then slut shaming. We also have a link for that. It's from Huffington Post. Learn more about that, guys. It's very important. So now Annabelle will talk about the mental health tip of the week.
Know your red flags. One way to manage moments of distress is to identify key thoughts or physical sensations that tend to contribute to your cycle of distress and feelings of being overwhelmed. You may have thoughts like, why can't I concentrate? I have it like every day. Feelings like frustration, worry, sadness, especially with this one over here. Physical sensations like tension, upset stomach and jitters, and actions like compulsively checking the latest COVID statistics. I try to avoid that at all costs. Each new social media feed amplifies these negative emotional spirals. You can address one aspect of this loop by actively reducing the physical symptoms by doing box square breathing, in, out, in. That was like a poor example, but you can watch YouTube videos that show you how to do it correctly. And that can help you to de-escalate the cycle and help you regain control.
There you have it, guys. Thank you so much for coming to another episode of I Got Problems. I hope this topic was very entertaining for you guys this week. We have more to come. Check out our IG at I Got Problems Pod, our Twitter at I Got Problems Pod as well, same exact name. And engage with us. We post stuff, we post videos, we just had a giveaway for our 20th episode with actual cash, and the winner was posted. So engage with us, comment on our post, talk to us, and we talk back. And give us reviews so people can find us. Thank you so much, and thank you to our good old friend here, Ty, who came and barely supported his gender, but like sort of.
You kept it real. I can appreciate.
He kept it real. Yeah, he spoke for himself, so he's not speaking for the entire male gender. He spoke for himself.
But it's nice to have a male perspective.
Exactly, it's always nice, and he'll be back. He's going to be reoccurring because he's our biggest fan. So, thank you so much for being here, and thank you guys. Have a nice day, and
bye. Be good. Make good choices.